So good morning guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be showing you how to install the stud conversion kit from orranje.co.uk. This is for a Mini Cooper R50, R52, R53. It would fit all models. Obviously you just got to select what size and what year you are. So I've sort of got a little bit too far ahead and already opened the box. This isn't how it comes. But I have them sort of all mixed together now. It did come sort of as a little welcome pack with some information. Adrian Flux insurance discount when you order from Orranje. I think there's some other bits. So here's basically the bulk of it. So obviously, because it's a 4-stud pattern, you need 16 studs all round, and obviously 16 nuts as well. As you can see, the thread on the piece that goes into the hub is actually facing in the same direction as the way you'd put the wheel nut on. So to ensure that these don't come out, there's various steps you have to take, which I'll take you through now. So first off, what you really want is, oh well, this is just a Worth bottle, but it has brake cleaner inside, brake and clutch cleaner. Second thing you'll need is some sort of grease. I use copper grease, but you can use sort of spray on stuff or just something that's actually going to last. The next thing you'll need is a small wire brush that fits on a drill, of course a drill, and also sort of thread locker that will actually hold the studs into the hub. Oh, and the last thing is some sort of application for the grease, so you're just going to use a paintbrush. You can find the certain thread lockers that are sort of strong enough for the stud installation, because of course that could mean your wheel falling off. So yeah, just make sure you get some good stuff, and yeah, we'll get into it. So once you've got your whole Mini sort of jacked up, all fours, sort of resting nicely, give it sort of a wiggle test and everything, what you want to do first is get a 17mm sort of deep socket for your wheel nuts. Make sure you got your locking tool, wheel nut tool, and then yeah, just go from there. Of course I didn't get mine ready, but see, and this is one of the reasons that I'm going to do the wheel stud conversion, because it just makes it a pain taking your wheels on and off, just having bolts. And with the wheel studs, it's sort of just undo the nuts, take it off, slide it back on, and then do the nuts up. It's so simple compared to trying to line it up and make sure it doesn't fall off at the same time. So there is two ways of doing this. I'm going to do it the sort of quicker way, but I think the best way would be to remove the caliper and just take the brake disc off. And I think it's 216mm holding on the caliper, and I believe it's like a T40 Torx holding on the brake disc. And then yeah, you should have sort of full access to the face of the hub. But the way I'm going to do it, which sort of bit of a cheat way, going to take the wire brush and clean out the holes, including the use of brake cleaner, because obviously there's old grease in there that will have sort of dirt, ingress, sand, whatever stuff to sort of build up, and you want to make sure that's as clean as possible, because when you thread this stud in, if you see the little lip there, if that is butting up against any sort of dirt, even though you're going to Loctite it in, it can still work its way off over time, And of course, no one wants your wheel falling off, so don't hold me accountable for that. Okay, so I'm going to insert the wire brush into the drill. I think first of all, I'm going to just send the wire brush in there dry, try to clean out some bits, and then yeah, sort of clean it out using the blue roll and brake cleaner. Oh yeah, another good suggestion, obviously wear eye protection, because, well, these wire bristles do come off all the time. Scraping this in, sort of working your way around each of the holes will slowly ensure that that is clean. And then basically go around again and again with brake cleaner in there, wire wheel, and then yeah, straight on. The other thing you could do, if you have a tap, the right size tap, I'm not too sure on the thread size. I think they are M12, but I'm not entirely sure. Obviously you could run the tap through there to clean the threads as well, which obviously would be better than wire brush, but I don't have a tap here. So yeah, this is just the way I'm doing it. So I'll see you once they're cleaned up. Okay, so next, once they're cleaned up, what you want to do is just be sort of extra cautious and degrease here, because the Loctite doesn't like it if any of it is greasy or oily. And then yeah, I'll show you sort of threading it on. So basically take the stud and apply a small amount of Loctite to the end, and then get it ready to go on. Some people like to spread the Loctite all the way around the bolt, just sort of to ensure it does cover all the way around. You don't need an excessive amount, just a small amount. In fact, if you use too much, it can actually not go off, so it could create problems down the road. So at first you want to thread it in as far as you can go by hand. You should be able to get it in all the way if you've cleaned it properly. So once it's all the way, get your ratchet, and then stick the Allen head in on the end. You can hold the brake disc as you twist the stud in. Looking on the website, I couldn't find any sort of torque specification for these, but I mean, you can obviously do your own research and see if there is any torque specs, and of course use a torque wrench with the correct socket. And yeah, you'll probably have to get someone to set on the brake for you if it is quite a high torque, but I'm just going to go with doing it by hand, feeling how tight it actually is. So then you want to repeat that process all the way around, and let's just do that. Right, so now all four studs are on. The next thing really what you want to do is apply a thin layer of grease along each stud, It will help sort of the seating and reduce binding when you do the nuts up on it, obviously for the first time. Something else to note is the wheel bolts originally on the Mini are 17mm socket, and the wheel nuts now with this conversion kit are 19mm. Are still sort of a standard size, but just so you know. So I'm going to get my copper grease here, just lightly coat the studs. You don't have to get it all the way around because obviously the nut will sort of travel it around the whole of the stud anyway. Depends how OCD you are, I suppose. But so once you're at that point, don't put too much on, because when you put your wheel on, you sort of get it go all over your wheel and it's just a bit of a mess. Obviously it's fine, you just clean it up, but a bit of a pain. Okay, so once you're at this point, we now want to get the wheel, slide it on, and you'll see how much easier it is. And yeah, we'll just go there. Easy as that, and you can let go, and obviously the wheel's just going to stay there because of the studs. This is great for going to the track, or to be honest, just general maintenance. Just makes it so much easier taking the wheel on and off. When I was at the track the other week, and when your tyre sort of blows or whatever, it's so much easier to just pull off, slap on, go straight back out on track. So I've got my 19mm socket on nuts. Obviously make sure like the conical face goes in first towards the wheel, because that creates like the seat between the wheel and the nut. It's not advisable to go on with the gun, but as long as you're sort of careful and slow, you shouldn't mess up the thread. I'm being careful now, obviously, because it's the first time, but with use, they should get easier to use, sort of less risky. Obviously, something to note is it's easier with an impact gun. You still have to torque down the wheel nuts once they come off. That's 110 Newton meters. But obviously you can't do it whilst it's jacked up. So I'm going to go around and do the other 3 wheels, and then I'll see you when I'm finished. Okay, so now here we have the finished product. It looks great, and obviously, it's very useful. It's just one of them simple upgrades where it's just worth doing. I'll show you. I've done it all the way around now. Got from there. On the back here, and then back on the other front wheel. Okay guys, so yeah, once it's all done, just remember to torque down your wheels 110 Newton meters. If you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.